did you do that? How did you do that?
In this video, I'm not sure if I'm gonna discuss all of the workout that I did yesterday. On my yesterday video, I did record some of my exercises because I didn't have any clips of them. I did a seated version of front and lateral raises, and I want to take a moment to discuss that. And I also want to discuss the way that I did my shrugs. There are different ways that I do the shoulder, to move the shoulder joint. So, and I will compare it also with the lat pull down, how I sometimes do them. And also, if my explanation doesn't take too long, I will discuss something that I did on the bench where I was doing some sort of a single arm fly, where I put my body somewhat at I angle myself in a weird way to do that movement. Let's get to it. So on the lateral and front raises, what I did here is I decided to do it. Usually I do it standing up. Occasionally you need to switch things around. When you sit down, you tend to have more control of your body. You don't move from side to side. All the muscles are aligned and you have more control of it. So today I decided to do that sitting down. And the idea here is not to have my arm rest too long. When I focus on the lateral raises, I lower the dumbbell, my arm, somewhat halfway down, not fully at rest level, but halfway down, and then do a rotation like around the world kind of thing, and bring my arm forward, similar to a front raises. So that's sort of keeping a stress on the arm muscles. And then once I finish the lateral side of it, that's when I bring my arm down to the side. Once I finish, do 10 reps of the set, and then I rest a little bit, and then the next set is to do the front raises. I do it in the similar manner. I will start in the front, raise my arm up, and then do around the world, bring it to the side, and then bring it back forward again, and then lower it from the front. That will be the front raises. I've been doing that for maybe 2 weeks now. This is why I wanted to record it yesterday, because I don't have a clip of that. So I want to discuss that. It's just keeping stress on the arm while I do these kind of movement. And then I'll take a good amount of rest until my arm feels comfortable to start the next set. And the next exercise that I want to discuss is, I did another different lateral raises with the dumbbell, but I want to discuss the shrugs. In one of my videos, I believe I've discussed how I do the shrugs. I will go really heavy, and that's how I sort of pull my neck muscles. If you remember my neck muscle spasm kind of thing that I had, that's from doing a really heavy load that my body wasn't used to, and I push my neck forward, and so it cost me, it didn't injure me, it's just that I pull it and my neck muscle wasn't used to it. So the way that I do my shrugs, in continuation to the video that I did of shrug before, that I'd explained it, is that I will use a heavy load where I stay, my body is at neutral level, my arm on my side, and then I'm pulling with my shoulders. And then another version of it is where I will use a lighter load, which typically a 30 pounds for me because my body is used to it. I'll put it in front of me, and then again my body at neutral, but I try to keep the dumbbells together where I'm doing the shrug, both arm in front of me, trying to keep the dumbbells close together without being separated, to do the shrug. Now lately what I've been doing is that this one I could do with a heavy load. I will do the opposite way where I push my shoulder back slightly and then do the shrug while my back is, how will I say that? What's the term for it? Where I push my shoulder back and then do the shrug at that position without moving it at neutral level. So it's like three ways. I have my shoulders at neutral level against my side, and I have another version where it is in front of me, and I have another version when my shoulder is contracted. I think that's the term. And then on the back side, and then I do the shrug. And it's almost the same way when I do the lat pull down, where I usually go heavy on that with the lat pull down. Sometimes I can even push the machine down, but I don't need to push the machine down because it's just my shoulder that's doing the movement. I've done a lot of recording of that where I hold on to the wide grip. Lately I've been doing 125 pound and I weigh 130, so it's close to my weight. And then keep my arm straight, and then I'm just pushing pulling the machine, the bar down with my shoulder, where my arm, my elbow, everything stays straight, and then I'm just pulling it down with my shoulders. So it's the opposite version of the shrug. That's what I did here. So just remember the shoulder the shoulder joint can pretty much move 360. So if you train the body to do that, to do all those movements, to progression, it really beneficial to your back. And there are times when I use the two-handle lat pull down, I'll put my body at a certain angle where I pull the cable with my shoulders as well. So there's different ways I make my shoulder joint move the load and a different angle. So yeah, I hope my explanation makes sense, and I hope it helps. Again, don't just go straight into doing these things. You train your body a little bit at a time with lighter weight, and little at a time you increase it until your body is used to it. And I hope this little tip helps, and know your strength, your own capability. Don't just go straight into do it. Thanks for watching, and I hope it helped in some ways. Thanks.